tonight. We are just about ready for tip-off of a JV game here in Cincinnati, Ohio, an inter-conference matchup between the Aiken Falcons and the Northwest Knights. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Welcome to Northwest High School. My name is Safwan Alvi, joined by Shane Coleman. And Shane, we got the young stars of tomorrow playing for the Aiken Falcons and the Northwest Knights. A little inter-conference matchup. We got the SWAC. We got the Cincinnati Metro Athletic Conference. What are you looking out for in this game tonight?
Well, just to see what we've got with the young guys coming up. I mean, you never know what kind of hidden gems you have down on the JV level and who can make an impact at the varsity level, either this year if needed or next year or the year after that. Just got to see what you got coming up down the ranks.
Absolutely. The young stars, we are so happy we are even having a season. Remember, these teams have played a few games. We have gotten games canceled this year. Actually, Shane, the game we were supposed to call yesterday was canceled between Harrison and Northwest, but thankfully we're able to get this game in tonight, so we'll see what happens as the Aiken Falcons and Northwest Knights get ready for tip-off in this JV-A game. Teams take center court as we are just about ready for tip-off.
Northwest cheerleaders doing their job getting people fired up early.
Julius Gates wins the tip-off for Northwest, and we are off. Northwest trying to drive the ball in, they do.
Nice
pass inside. Gates thought about putting it up, puts it up and hits it off the front of the backboard. And that was Aiken gets the rebound. They're coming up the court.
Nice little move there.
Parson with the pass. Gets the ball back, but before he can shoot the ball, they are going to call a travel.
One thing I noticed early here is that the teams are very evenly sized here. It seems like everybody's matched up with somebody about the same height they are.
Julius Gates runs the point guard for Northwest. Javon Dogan also on the court, on the perimeter. Passing out to the perimeter. Diego Yoon with the beautiful hair, for those of you who are wondering. Our producer, Tony Suarez, and I have an affection for people with gorgeous hair. So we always give a shout out. There we go. There's Diego Yoon with the beautiful hair. And the first free throw is up, and it is no good. Isaiah Payne at the free throw line for Northwest.
I think you guys would have enjoyed the Packers and Steelers playing each other back in the day between Paul Malu and Clay Matthews, sorry.
Yeah. As Tony and I like to call it, the locks of love. Pass up. Parson thought about the three, instead kicks it to the corner. That's three, and it's off the front of the rim, but Aiken grabs the rebound, and they kick it back out. And again, Aiken is called with a travel. Shane, maybe some early game jitters as two early travels for the Falcons here in the first couple possessions.
Yeah, you got to get used to the pace of the game here, and Aiken's wanting to push the tempo a little bit, and they're getting a little too antsy out there.
Aiken playing a full court press. Julius Gates puts the ball up, and that is no good. Ball being fought for. Aiken grabs the rebound. Dallas Medeiros with the rebound. Parson running the point. Passes it over to Richardson.
Just out of the reach of the Northwest defender.
Drive is up. That's blocked by Julius Gates. Yoon with the rebound with an excellent pass up the court. Layup is no good. That was Javon Dogan who missed the rebound, but what an excellent pass by Yoon up the court.
A nice hustle by Aiken getting back, too, because Northwest had numbers, and then suddenly there were three Falcons right on him.
And there was the block by Julius Gates on the previous possession that led to an excellent outlet pass, but Northwest not able to finish it. And now back to the game action. Three-point shot by Dogan, and that's off.
Both teams struggling to hit their shots here early.
1-0 Northwest here early in the first quarter of this game. And now timeout called by the Aiken Falcons. So early on, Shane, some turnovers, some missed shots. Team struggling to get into offensive rhythm.
Yeah, just some sloppy play early on. I mean, it's early, still early, only played about a minute or so, but both teams got to settle down, regroup, and go get back after their game plans here, because I'm sure 1-0 after a minute of play is not anybody's game plan in a basketball game.
We do have a few fans in the stands today, but due to the COVID restrictions, we cannot have a full house. So, because I'll tell you what, Shane, usually in an Aiken Northwest game, this stands are packed. especially during a varsity game.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'll talk about that more as we get into the next game, but right now the young stars of tomorrow continue to take the court. Aiken has the ball, and we continue here in this first quarter. Collins has the ball, passes it over to Knowles. Three-point shot is up. That's off the front of the rim.
Continuing to struggle here for both teams.
But Aiken grabs another offensive rebound. Passes it back to Parson to reset the offense. Drives it in, loses control of the ball. And for the third time in 4 possessions, Aiken turns the ball over.
Yeah, just a little bit of sloppy ball handling there. Aiken's getting aggressive with that full court press.
Yoon and Dogan handling the full court press. Yoon with an excellent crossover move. Back to Julius Gates for 3. And that one's in and out.
Man, the unfriendly rim here tonight.
And now left pass. And that one is taken away. Aiken continues to turn the ball over early in this game. Julius Gates looks for Dogan. Dogan drives inside, passes it back out to Gates for 3. And that one's no good. Dogan gets the rebound, puts it up, and he misses. And shots continue to fall out early in this game.
Somebody might want to check that
Three-point shot
rim.
is up,
There
and
we
that
go.
one is good.
Yeah, somebody might want to check the rims here in between at the end of the quarter because these things are not letting the ball fall.
That was Nate Love, the young underclassman with the three-point shot with the first basket of tonight's JV game. Aiken working it around the perimeter, and they turn it over again. And Shane, early on, each possession is essentially ending in a turnover for Aiken.
Yeah, both teams just trying to press a little too much and just having some sloppy ball handling.
Dogan has the ball running the point. Gets it over to Love. Drives in. Nobody's in the paint, and he gets an easy layup. Nate Love with 5 consecutive points now for the Knights.
Looked to me like he might have gotten away with a little bit of a walk there because that lane was wide open. And he seemed to take a little more than 2 steps to me, but nobody saw anything.
Aiken looking for a pass inside, but that is off the Northwest Knights, and Aiken will retain possession. Nate Love we see on our screen right now with 5 consecutive points for the Knights. And that one is turned over again. An errant pass by Aiken. Yoon looking for a pass, gets it to Love. Love going in, tries to lay it up, but he can't get it to go. Ball is loose. Aiken comes up with the rebound, that's Parsons. Watts has the ball. Watts driving it and taking himself. That's a wild shot. Knowles gets the rebound, puts it up, and he's fouled. Here's the three-point shot from Love, the first baskets of the game for Northwest.
That's a pretty shot there, wide open.
And the first free throw is no good from Knowles. Substitution for Northwest. Yoon will come out of the game. Jamari Thrasher will come into the game for Northwest. And Dubose will come into the game for Aiken, with Richardson coming out of the game. Second free throw up, and that one's off the back of the rim with Gates coming down with the rebound.
Northwest looking to push the tempo here off that missed free throw.
Gates has a wide open lane. A defensive lapse for Aiken.
That lane just parted like the Red Sea there.
Northwest has opened on an 8-0 run. Aiken struggling to get any offense going right now. Fighting for the ball. That was Dubose who got into it on the jump ball. And Northwest will take possession. And for Northwest, A.J. Goings coming in. Isaiah Payne coming out of the game.
Cut hard, just cut, David.
Julius Gates looking for one of his teammates. Gets it over to Love. And that is going to be an offensive foul on A.J. Goins.
Yeah, looked like a little bit of a moving pick there.
So Goins comes into the game and picks up a quick early foul off the bench. Parson has the ball for Aiken and will run the point. Over to Medeiros, back. And that one goes right through Parsons' hand.
Caught him off guard there.
Body's on the floor. But Aiken will retain possession of the ball. That's Nate Love diving on the ground.
Yeah, it didn't look like Parson was expecting to get the ball there. It didn't look like he was really looking. All of a sudden, the ball was on him.
You only grab that if you know you're going to get it. Otherwise, it's our ball. You're good, AJ.
Collins has the ball, being guarded by Gates. Parson thought about a deep three, guarded by Love. Taking it himself, gets fouled before the shot, so the shot will not count.
Nice little crossover move to get loose there.
That is Jamari Thrasher with the foul. And now after a quick rest, Diego Yoon will come back into the game, and Javen Dogan will come out of the game.
Nice, another look at that nice little crossover there by Aiken.
Northwest winning 8-0. Aiken yet to score a point here in the first quarter. Mid-range jump shot is up,
There, we're on the
and that
board.
changes now. Right on cue. That is Dubose with the first points of the game for Aiken, and they cut the lead to 8-2. AJ Goins back to Thrasher.
Cut!
Julius Gates.
More cutting, less screening. Cut! Julius, just cut!
Goins looking for a pass back to Diego Yoon.
Cut, Diego, cut! There you go.
Northwest really liking to play on the perimeter here.
AJ Goins recklessly drives in, almost turns the ball over. Julius Gates now drives in and gets fouled.
Hey, more cutting, less screening.
And Julius Gates, Shane, a couple big young men here in this game with a lot of girth. Isaiah Payne we saw for Northwest, and Julius Gates, two developed young men.
Yeah, Northwest has got a couple big guys here in the JV game. They've been able to get loose and get down around the basket.
Love with the pass to
Cut,
Gates.
Julius, cut!
Jamari Thrasher
Nice crossover.
comes in, loses the ball, but Love gets the ball and scores.
Yeah, he'll tell you that was a pass.
Love having an excellent start to the game, scoring 7 of Northwest's first 10 points. Parson drives in. That is nothing but air. And Julius Gates with the rebound. Northwest now running in transition.
Knights have numbers.
That layup is up, and it is in and out. Aiken gets the ball, and they're looking to run in transition. That's Meacham who had the rebound. And now Aiken will reset the offense with about 12 seconds left to go here in a very quick first quarter. Another mid-range
Nice
jump
spin.
shot, and that one goes.
Nice shot. Nice
Back-to-back
little spin
mid-range
move.
jump shots for Aiken. Gets them on the board, and that will do it for the first quarter of this game as the Northwest Knights lead 10-4. And Shane, the story of that first quarter, struggling on offense was Aiken, turning the ball over a lot. And for the Northwest Knights, it was all about Nate Love, who scored 7 of the team's 10 points.
Yeah, both teams a little sloppy there in that first quarter. Things with the minute break here, they're going to have to talk about with the coaches, figure out what's working, what's not. One thing, both teams definitely have to be smarter with the ball because there were a lot of turnovers in that first quarter.
And at the end, we saw Aiken knock down 2 mid-range jump shots. We will see if the pull-up jump shot is Aiken's way to score here in the second quarter, in the second half.
Yeah, Northwest liked to work on the outside that whole first quarter, but Aiken, they kept trying to set up the offense, but they were having trouble keeping control of the ball. So we'll see what they try to do here in the second quarter.
A very quick first quarter comes to an end, and we are just about 15 seconds away from starting the second quarter. We'll see what substitutions are made from both of these head coaches, see if we'll get some fresh bodies in. But some players, guys like Julius Gates, guys like Nate Love, played the entirety of that first quarter for Northwest, and Parson for Aiken played the entirety of that first quarter as well.
Yeah, and you'll have to see as the game goes on if the fatigue sets in, because basketball is definitely not a sport for people who aren't in shape.
We are just about ready to start the second quarter. Northwest leading by a score of 10-4. Aiken will have possession as we get the second period started. Watts passes it in. Collins has it, and we're ready to go. Collins looking for a teammate, gets a screen. Guarded by Isaiah Payne, takes the jump shot, and that one's off. Ball loose, goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Aiken Falcons.
And both teams have had some unfriendly bounces on that rim today. A lot of shots just banking out.
Ball
Nice
loose
defense.
again. A.J. Goins ends up with it.
Body's hitting the floor for Northwest.
That was a very dangerous pass by Northwest. Diego Yoon being guarded by essentially 2 Aiken players.
It's a nice job by Yoon to break that double team. Nice block.
Dogan takes it to the rim.
It was
Aiken. Richardson was not having any of that. All ball, an excellent block for Aiken. Richardson using his length to his advantage. A wide open Dogan on the corner, shoots the 3, and that one's out.
More unfriendly iron for Northwest.
Aiken looking to run in transition. Pass inside, and there's a foul. A.J. Goins and Isaiah Payne both went up. We will see who the referees call the foul on. They're going to call it on Isaiah Payne. Isaiah Payne, as Shane, we talked about another one of these young men who has a lot of girth to him, a lot of size.
Yeah, Northwest has got some big kids on it.
The first free throw by Knowles is good.
Northwest, they got some guys on the team that if they don't play football, they should consider it.
And the second free throw is good. And now Julius Gates, after a quick rest, will come back into the game. A.J. Goins will come out of the game. Aiken continuing to full court press, but Northwest doing a good job of getting the ball past half court. Isaiah Payne with the pass to Julius Gates. Gates looking for a teammate, gets it to Love. Being guarded hard on the perimeter by Riley.
Aiken playing some tough defense here. Strips it loose.
That ball
and
is
pays off.
stolen. Aiken coming down the court, puts up the layup, and that one is good. Excellent play by Knowles.
And the Falcons got to go right back to that full court press.
And now they are going to get a foul. And Shane Knowles for Aiken is very active defensively and getting a lot of chances at the free throw line because of his aggressiveness.
Yeah, Aiken, their defense in general, they've been aggressive here the last minute and a half or so of the second quarter. They've definitely upped the tempo of their defense, make sure they're getting in Northwest's face and not letting them get any clean shots or passes.
And now all of a sudden, after starting on an 8-0 run, right on cue, Isaiah Payne knocks down a 3.
The big fella hitting one.
Now the score is 13-8. Aiken now looks like they have found a little bit of an offensive rhythm. They were down 8-0, and then they cut the score to 8-10, but Isaiah Payne knocks down a 3. And then another turnover by Aiken as well. Love over to Dogan. Dogan slips. Diego Yoon for 3. And that one's off the back of the rim. He gets his own rebound and gets it to Julius Gates. And now Dogan will reset the offense. What a sequence of events that was. Now Love, a lot of contact on that drive. And they will get a blocking foul on Knowles. So here's that steal from Knowles. Excellent use of hands. Coming down with an excellent use of ball handling as well. Lays it off the back of the glass to bring Aiken back into this game. Now trailing 13-8.
Nice screen by
Yoon
Yoon
wide
to set
open
himself
on the
wide
3.
open.
And that one's off the back of the rim. Isaiah Payne fighting for the ball. Takes a shot again and gets it to go.
Nothing but net for the big boy.
5 consecutive points for the big man.
Double team by the Knights.
That ball is loose again, and it will go to Northwest. How about the big man putting in work?
Yeah, I mean, he hit a 3 a couple possessions ago, and now he hits a little floater there, nothing but net. The big fella doing some work there for the Knights.
And Northwest takes a timeout. And Shane, so far in this game, it's a story of runs. 8-0 Northwest. Aiken comes back and cuts the lead to 2, but all of a sudden Isaiah Payne with 5 straight points makes it 15-8 Northwest.
Yeah, imagine if the ball's actually fallen with the unfriendly iron for both sides. Imagine what the score would be, since both teams have had a lot of shots rimming out.
And if you're Northwest, this has to be a positive sign, because as good as Isaiah Payne is playing tonight, he is not the primary scorer for this team.
No.
Guys like Julius Gates and Nate Love handle majority of the scoring, so getting complementary pieces to score the basketball is an excellent sign for Northwest.
Oh, absolutely. It's always nice when you can have somebody who's not one of your primary scorers contribute to the total points there.
So Northwest leads 15-8 as we come off of a Northwest timeout. Northwest will have the ball. Diego Yoon will pass it in. Javen Dogan has it. 4:25 left to go here in the first half of this junior varsity game between the Northwest Knights and the Aiken Falcons. Yoon almost has
nice
it stolen.
defensive play.
Ball almost goes out of bounds, stays in the front court, but then he does turn it over. Aiken coming up. The shot is put up
Another
and the
nice
shot
little
is
shot
good.
there.
Through traffic, Richardson finishes.
Aiken
Cuts the
playing
lead
some
to
aggressive defense, and it's working out for him here in the second quarter.
The lead is now cut to 5. And more aggressive defense from Aiken, but it does lead to another foul on Knowles. And that is now multiple fouls on the feisty defender.
Oh, you look there, Yoon actually stepped out of bounds there that didn't get called, but it ended up being points for Aiken either way.
An excellent finish there by Richardson. And now Knowles with his foul trouble will come out of the game, and Collins will come in and take his spot. Love has it, drives in, nobody guarding the rim, and gets an easy layup.
And that's something we've noticed here in the first half. Aiken's had some trouble with even with
Northwest
the
grabs
aggressive
the
defense.
turnover. That's Dogan. Dogan drives it, puts it up, but cannot finish.
And that's something we've seen a lot here in this first half with Aiken's defense. They're aggressive and they're causing turnovers, but if you can get by your man, there's nobody back to help, and Northwest has had a couple easy baskets because of that.
Aiken now takes possession. Collins looking for a teammate. He finds him. That was Riley. And now that ball is stolen by
Another
Love.
mishandled pass.
Oh,
Oh, nice play.
A.J. Goins puts the ball up, and he's fouled.
Collins with a nice swat there for Aiken.
And that ball just not handled properly by Collins, although gets back and has an excellent block.
Yeah, he makes up for that mishandled ball there, and he said, "You're not scoring on my watch."
A.J. Goins will shoot free throws for Northwest. And Shane, turnovers kill, and Northwest gets a chance for 2 more points because of a turnover.
Yeah, both teams have had trouble turning the ball over tonight, but Aiken, every time they get something going, they end up shooting themselves in the foot, and Northwest starts taking advantage again.
And that first free throw is off the front of the rim. Dubose will come into the game. Watts will come out of the game. Goings looking for his first points of the night. Northwest leading 17-10. And that ball is out. Aiken has the rebound, running in transition. The jump shot is up, and that's off the back of the rim.
Man, that
Dogan
iron
comes up
has
with
not
the
been
rebound.
friendly to either side tonight. Nice defense.
Kicks it out. Goings almost lost the ball, but an excellent catch.
Yeah, pass was a little too hard there.
Goings looking for a pass. Gets it to Julius Gates. Gates lost his dribble. Now over to Love. Love drives in, loses control of the ball. Gates gets the loose ball, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Using the physical play to grab his own rebound and add 2 more points for Northwest, now leading 19-10.
Yeah, and he's a big kid too, so he's using his size to make sure he can get up there and go get that rebound and put the ball back up.
The big men for Northwest playing a key factor in this game so far. Collins with a deep jump shot, and he gets that one
Nicely
to
done.
go. Oh, and Shane, that was right in front of us. That was an excellent jump shot.
Yeah, Collins got the friendly roll there.
19-13. Love driving in, kicks it out to Dogan. Dogan thought about the 3, instead is being guarded hard.
Oh,
that
nice
one is turned
defense
over.
again.
Aiken has the ball, running in transition, and that is going to be a foul.
And that's the same thing we've been seeing this whole first half. Aiken very aggressive on defense, and they're causing a lot of turnovers because of that.
And Shane, here's a three-pointer right in front of us. What an excellent jump shot this was.
Yeah, and he got that friendly roll, too. That thing wanted to rim out, and then the ball just said, nah, I think I'll go through, thanks.
What we like to call in the defender's eye hole.
Yeah.
Collins up, and that's off the front of the rim. So some substitutions for Northwest. Cameron Parton coming into the game for the first time tonight. A.J. Goins will come out.
This has been a very quick second quarter, already a minute and a half to go.
A very fast first half.
Yeah.
Collins gets the second one to go, cutting the lead to 5. Love has the ball, drives it in, and again gets an open layup, but he cannot finish.
And that's the same theme we've been seeing a lot in this first half here. Aiken with the aggressive defense, but if Northwest is able to get by their man, there's nobody back to help.
And we just saw Northwest coach in front of us saying, we cannot help you if you can't make an open layup of that magnitude. I don't think Love would get an easier layup than that in his life.
No, that's the kind of layup I would miss in my playing days. That's a nice shot there.
A silky smooth jump shot from the newly subbed in. That's Bryce Bibbs, actually, for Northwest. Comes in and
Aiken's going to slow things down here with a minute to go in the
doing
first
a little
half.
showboating, too, throwing up the 3 fingers in front of the Aiken Falcon bench.
I've never been a fan of that kind of thing. I just say let your play do the talking. You don't need to talk too.
That ball goes in using the height advantage. And that was Dubose with the easy layup. 22-16 with 20 seconds left to go here in the first half. Northwest leads. Looks like they will hold for the last shot. Love has the ball.
Oh.
Bodies flying in front of the paint.
Oh, now we're getting a little chippy here.
Here's a three-point shot again from Bryce Bibbs. Hits nothing but net. And then here's the inside play as Dubose finishes the layup.
Oh, we got a technical foul on Aiken.
That is Riley. They are going to give him a technical foul for flopping. And as Riley, he is now leaving this. He's leaving the sidelines now. Yeah, Riley is no longer on the bench. He actually has gone into the locker room after a technical foul. Julius Gates misses his first technical free throw.
Yeah, it appeared to me after the collision down around the basket, it looked like when he got up, he might have kneed the Northwest player in the back. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but I believe that's what the technical foul was.
And the second technical free throw was no good as well. So Northwest, even though, Shane, they have the lead, they have missed some easy opportunities with some layups and now some free throws.
Yeah, both teams struggle in that, and there's another miss
That's
there
3
by
in a row.
Northwest, but both teams really struggling to get the ball to fall tonight. I don't know if the baskets are tight tonight or what, but both teams struggling to get the ball to go down the hoop.
This lead could be very much bigger for Northwest, but missing some key opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, Aikens, they've had a lot of shots hit off the rim and go back out too, so both teams can have a lot more points than they do right now.
3 seconds. Northwest has to get a shot up. Bryce Bibbs for 3 again, and that one, it's nothing but air.
And for the second quarter in a row, the cheerleaders have to scatter at the end of the quarter.
And that is going to do it for the first half of this junior varsity game between Northwest and Aiken. Northwest leads 22-16. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the second half.
If I play sports for my school, I'll learn how to be part of a team.
I will have more friends. I will be active now and when I'm a grown-up.
I will learn how to work hard.
I'll have better attendance.
I'll learn how to overcome adversity. I'll be more likely to go to college. I will learn how to get along with others. If I play sports for my school. If I play sports for my school. If I play sports for my school.
I must learn to be a good student during school if I want to put on my uniform after school.
right, welcome back to Northwest High School as we get ready to play the second half of this junior varsity matchup between the Northwest Knights and the Aiken Falcons. The Knights lead by a score of 22-16. Thank you again for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Safwan Ovi, joined by Shane Coleman. And Shane, what an exciting first half it was. A first half of runs, a first half of turnovers. But Northwest, even though they have been unable to successfully convert on some open chances, they still lead by 6 points.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have struggled with the ball. I mean, Aiken's had a lot where they've gotten on fast breaks, but they've kicked the ball or thrown it out of bounds. I mean, Northwest has had the same kind of problem. We had a little chippiness at the end of the first half. Hopefully we've had that settle down over the half. But, you know, just see what we got here. Still a competitive game, only a 2-possession game, 6-point game. So we'll see what both teams decide to do here to start off the third quarter.
And for those of you watching this game, the young man who had a technical foul, Riley, he has been thrown out of the game. He is now in street clothes watching the game from the stands. So we'll keep an eye on Aiken's depth and their players. Northwest comes out and scores a basket on their first possession to extend the lead to 24-16.
Northwest with that 2-3 zone there.
Changing up the defense to start the second half. A step back, and that one comes nowhere near the rim, but the rebound is there, and that one is missed. Isaiah Payne for Northwest grabs the rebound. Dogan has the ball, comes up, pulls up for three. That one's no good. Isaiah Payne and Collins fighting for the ball.
Nice catch there by the fan.
And that will go to Aiken. Surprisingly enough, I thought Collins cuts the ball, but trying to save it, but Aiken will have the ball and come up and try to get their first points of the second half, trailing by 8 here. Mid-range jump shot is up, and that's off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound grabbed, but they're going to get an offensive foul.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of a shove there by Collins.
We saw Collins be the leading scorer for Aiken in the first half.
Yeah, he had a couple of really nice shots there in the first half of the Falcons.
And clearly his left arm shoving Dogan out of the way. Diego Yoon over to Julius Gates. Gates puts up the layup, gets the friendly bounce.
And nice little pull-up floater there. Hits the front of the iron, and it still goes in.
And for the first time tonight, the lead is up to double digits as Northwest now leads by 10. Aiken moving the ball around the perimeter. Collins looking to make a move, passes it out. Richardson driving, puts the ball up. Actually, that was Medeiros, excuse me. And they're going to get Nate Love with the foul. Now Medeiros will shoot free throws, looking to cut into this lead. That one's off the back of the rim. Both teams, Shane, struggling from the free throw line.
Yeah, but I mean, just in general, both teams struggling today. Anytime you hit the rim, it's not wanting to go down for either team tonight. I don't know if there's something wrong with the ball or the rim or what, but there's a lot of shots hitting iron and not going in.
Second free throw's no good, although Richardson grabs the rebound and puts the ball back in.
A little bit of celebration on the basket there by Richardson, and the coaches were not having any of that for Aiken.
And although Richardson scored the ball, Aiken's head coach was not happy with Richardson as he came back to the bench. I think maybe a little bit too much celebrating.
Yeah, Aiken's coach was not having any of that celebration there.
And as we heard, Aiken's head coach said sit down extremely loud. So maybe not having the extracurricular activities as we saw, Shane, at the end of the first half.
Yeah, I mean, basketball can be a chippy sport sometimes. I mean, not to the extent of football usually. But, I mean, basketball, I mean, you're banging into each other. You're going up, slapping each other, hitting the ball. I mean, it can get a little chippy. I mean, hopefully the teams got each other calmed down while they were talking at the break. So hopefully we don't have any more extracurricular activities, but you never know. Hopefully we don't have anything more exciting than what happened at the end of the first half.
Northwest leading 26-18 as we come off this timeout. Aiken coming back on the floor. And now here's Northwest coming back onto the floor. Northwest will have possession of the ball. Diego Yoon will pass it in. Javen Dogan. Aiken playing a full court press. Love over to Yoon. Tries to get it in the paint. He does.
Nice
Payne
strip
tries
there
to
by
dribble
Aiken.
but turns it over. Aiken running in transition. That's off the back of the rim. The rebound
Nice
by
rebound
Aiken.
and a nice putback.
Yep.
That was Parson on that one.
And that's the one thing Aiken has been successful at today, Shane, is the offensive rebounding. Multiple scores off of offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Aiken's got a lot of height on their team. They've been able to go up and get those rebounds.
Isaiah Payne for 3. That one's no good. Julius Gates gets the offensive rebound. He can't get it to go.
Another big rebound there by Medeiros.
Ball thrown all the way across court to Collins. Collins pulls up for 3 off the front of the rim, and that's no good. Javen Dogan with the rebound. Dogan is quickly coming up the court looking for a play. Thought about shooting it, but instead will take it out of the perimeter. Looking for a pass, gets it to Yoon. Back out to Nate Love, and he will set the offense back up. Nate Love looking for a teammate, finds Yoon. Julius Gates in the corner for 3, and he gets it to go.
Big fella hitting another 3.
The lead now extends to 29-20 in favor of Northwest. They're going to get Dogan with the foul on that play. Some substitutions for Northwest as Bryce Bibbs comes in, as does Jamari Thrasher. Isaiah Payne and Nate Love coming out of the game. Parson has the ball, drives it inside, looking for an
Nice
acrobatic
play. Doesn't
finish.
get the fall.
Did not get it to fall. Dagan has it, looking for a pass.
Oh.
Ball goes out of bounds. But it will stay Northwest basketball.
A little lucky there. That looked like it was a nasty fall, but he hops right up, thankfully.
Dogan will pass the ball in. Looking for Bibbs.
Nice defense.
That ball tipped again, out of bounds.
That's one thing we've seen a lot in this game with Aiken is that they are very aggressive on defense, and they're getting to the ball very quickly when it's up in the air. He's got the quick, active hands.
Julius Gates trying to get around his defender. Instead passes out to Thrasher. Now Northwest passing the ball around. And that one is stolen from Aiken. Tipped,
Pass
but
to
back
himself.
into his hands. And that's a foul. Here's that sequence of events again. The ball is stolen.
Collins just said, give me that.
It hits the hands of Julius. Unable to. Northwest would have preferred to have the ball go out of bounds. First free throw is no good for Collins. Substitutions for Aiken. Watts comes into the game. Richardson comes out of the game. Second free throw is up and the second free throw falls. And
Aiken's
Nate
still
Love.
very much alive in this game. And it's only an 8-point game. They're still very much alive, and they're still playing that tough defense. Nice kick out, wide
Thrasher's
open.
open in the corner, and that one goes.
Man, you can't leave somebody open in the corner like that.
And that was a confident shot. Shane, I saw a few teammates celebrating while the ball was still in the air on that Thrasher 3.
Yeah, you can't leave him wide open like that.
And now another
There's
3,
another one from the corner.
but that one's off the front of the rim. That ball's thrown up. That's a wild
Dangerous
pass. Here's your three-pointer again.
This is a pretty shot here.
And as we weren't able to show it, but a few teammates had their hands in the air as the ball was up. And it was the Locks of Love Diego Yoon for anybody who wanted to know. Kick outside
shot.
three-pointer. That one's off the front of the rim.
Another foul call.
That was Watts who took the 3, but was not able to get it to fall. Aiken really struggling to shoot the three-point shot.
Yeah, the ball just not falling today for the Falcons from beyond the arc.
Dubose comes into the game. Null's coming out of the game. An 11-point lead now for Northwest. Thrasher looking to pass, finds Julius Gates. Yoon with the deep three, doesn't get it to fall. But Bryce Bibbs gets the offensive rebound for Northwest. Gates drives up and gets fouled on the shot.
Aiken very aggressive on defense, and they are very quick because every time they're trading off men here, they are right on the next guy.
Gates fouled on his shot. Gates' first free throw is up, and it's good. (33-21) lead now for Northwest with 1:54 left to go in the third quarter. Second free throw up, and the second free throw is good. Now the biggest lead of the night for Northwest, now elevated to 13 points.
Aiken looks like they're trying to slow the pace down a little bit. They've kind of struggled when they try to go fast, so let's see if the slower pace will work for them.
That's a foul on Northwest. That's Diego Yoon. They got him for a reach.
Hey,
That
he gets the
ball is
friendly
out.
roll.
He
That's
may not have called bank, but it all counts the same.
Oh yeah, if the backboard's there, you got to use it.
Thrasher goes up and gets the ball swatted, but they will call a foul. That was Watts
There's another look at that three-pointer. That was a deep three too.
from Parson. Hits the backboard, rolls around the rim, and gets the friendly bounce to cut the lead to 10.
Yeah, they tell you hit the square when you're shooting in basketball, and he did that there.
Now Javen Dogan will come back into the game after this first free throw, which is hit. Actually, Dogan will come in after the second free throw. Both free throws fall, and the lead is back to 12. There's Dagan coming back in for Thrasher.
Aiken's got to slow that pace down.
Now we see Northwest Shane going into a 2-3 zone, arms out.
Yeah, back in my days of playing basketball, the 2-3 zone was always my favorite defense.
The three-point shot is up off the front of the rim, and it's no good. Ball's loose. Nakin gets the
Got a
rebound.
man.
Watts for three.
Oh,
No good.
he's got a man deep if he's looking, but he doesn't get down to him.
That ball, what
And
a
one.
drive. Julius Gates, the big man, finishes through contact,
Yeah, Gates has been doing some work here in this game for Northwest.
having an excellent game, an excellent finish through contact. And again, Shane, we talked about it earlier in the game. Northwest using their size inside to their advantage.
Yeah, no, that's one thing. They height-wise, the teams are pretty accurate or pretty comparable, but Northwest has some more actual physical size than Aiken. Aiken's got a lot of tall and lanky guys.
The three-point play is converted as Gates knocks down the three-point shot. That lead has ballooned to 15 points as we get ready to end this third quarter. And now some problems with Aiken's Parson and Aiken's head coach. And Aiken's head coach is not having. Parson is now on the bench. Some problems going within the Aiken bench. But before that timeout, Shane, it seemed like Parson wanted to take the timeout. Aiken's head coach did not want to take the timeout, but some miscommunication.
Yeah, it seemed like they were having a little trouble getting on the same page as to what play they wanted to call coming across half court. And I don't think Aiken wanted to burn that timeout, but inevitably they had to just to be on the same page.
So now Parson will be subbed out of the game now. 39-24 lead with 33 seconds left to go is the head coach for Northwest. Richardson passes it in, and we're back. Collins has it. Over to
They got a
Meacham.
man down there.
And they will get a travel. And although this is the first time it's happened in quite a little bit, Shane, traveling was a struggle for Aiken earlier in this game.
Yeah, I think was the first 2 or 3 possessions ended with a travel for Aiken here in the first quarter, but they'd gotten better about it, but there's the first one in a while, as you said.
Excellent block by Aiken. They have the ball
They got
running in
numbers.
transition. An excellent pass, but not able to finish. The young man is frustrated. That's Richardson, who receives an excellent pass from his teammate, but Shane not able to finish at the rim.
And that seems to be the story of the night for the Falcons tonight. They get the breaks, but just can't put it away.
Now 6 seconds. Northwest is going to shoot quick. Bibbs for 3. That's off the back of the rim, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Northwest with its largest lead of the night with a 39-24 lead. Julius Gates was the biggest story in that third quarter, finishing a couple shots in that big three-point play, Shane, near the end of the quarter.
Yeah, he's using his size to his advantage very well in that third quarter, as he's been doing this whole night.
And now the Northwest Knights will look to close out the Aiken Falcons here in the fourth quarter. Expect Northwest to be in more of a defensive mode here to finish the game.
Yeah, there's no shot clock in JV high school ball in Ohio, so it'll be interesting to see just how much they want to attack the rim here in the fourth quarter. I mean, in reality, they could just hold the ball the whole quarter if they wanted to. I would not recommend that, but that is realistically something they could do if they wanted to.
Here on our screen, we have our young stars of tomorrow, trying to find light in these dark times. You know, with Shane with COVID and a lot of things happening. We love seeing our young men and women dancing in the sidelines.
Oh yeah, you got to find happiness out there. Otherwise, what's the point? I mean, you got to find the bright side on things.
We're happy to be playing basketball in these times.
Oh, absolutely.
So we're about ready to start the fourth quarter. Northwest and Aiken here in this JV matchup. Aiken coming out of the Cincinnati Metro Athletic Conference. The Northwest Knights coming out of the Southwest Ohio Conference. The varsity game will follow this game up. That should be an exciting game. We have some excellent scores in that game, Shane.
Oh yeah, we got a couple guys from both teams who can really play basketball. It'll be fun to watch.
Fourth quarter is underway. Parson has the ball. And if Aiken wants to make this comeback, they will have to go quick, as they have a lot of ground to make up in under 7 minutes. Three-point shot is up. That's an air ball. And Aiken's head coach is screaming that we are down 15 points. Pick up the offense at half court. That ball is rebounded by Aiken. They're running in transition, looking for a quick finish. And that was Collins, who was fouled.
Collins has been a tough player there for Aiken tonight. He's done a lot of work for the Falcons in this game.
And that's Nate Love on the foul. Collins' first free throw's up, and it's good.
Nothing but net.
Substitution for Aiken as Knowles comes in for Meacham. Second free throw's up, and the second free throw is good.
That's what you got to do if you're Aiken. You got to start slowly but surely chipping away at that lead.
Northwest has done an excellent job breaking the full court press. Nate Love has the ball, being guarded by Collins.
Nice defense.
Both teams diving for the ball, but the ball is off of Collins, and Northwest will retain possession.
That's one thing we've seen a lot in this game with Aiken, is that they are very aggressive on defense, and they've caused a lot of turnovers. They got those quick, active hands, and they're poking the ball loose a lot in this one.
Nate Love has it, driving.
Nice. Oh. Thought he got all ball there, but they're going to say it was a foul. Let's see.
There's clearly
Oh,
contact.
no, he got his head.
Nate Love will shoot free throws. Nate Love was the catalyst to start the game, as he had 5 quick points to get Northwest out to a lead, and has played excellent defense throughout this game as well.
Oh, yeah.
Northwest now will shoot free throws, as they will be in the bonus now. Second free throw is no good. And Aiken will take over. Jamari Thrasher coming into the game for Diego Yoon. 5:50 left to go here in the ball game. A 14-point lead for Northwest.
Northwest still going to go with that 2-3 zone defense. The guy got wide open down there.
And Aiken does a good job of breaking it, but cannot finish in the paint. Bodies on the ground, and they are going to get a foul. Bryce Bibbs and Knowles were on the ground fighting for the ball.
Taking the song, let the bodies hit the floor a little too literally there. Looks like a little confusion there. Forgot we were in the bonus here.
Now Northwest rush for free throws. There's Aiken's junior varsity head coach, visibly frustrated with his team right now.
All kinds of hands going up for that ball.
Parson has the ball, looking to make a quick
Nice
move.
screen.
He does. That's off the back of
Nice
the rim.
rebound.
Medeiros comes down with the rebound.
A little bit of chippiness again after the whistle there. Looks like no harm, no foul though.
They're going to get Love again. Love, a couple fouls tonight as he's playing very aggressively. And now we have Isaiah Payne coming into the game for Julius Gates.
Got a man open, Collins.
Takes the three. Doesn't get it to fall, but they get the offensive rebound. Ball kicked back out to Parson. Parson being guarded by Dogan. Takes the mid-range jump shot. That doesn't fall. And Northwest comes up with the defensive rebound. That's Nate Love.
And that basket has not been friendly to the Falcons today. There's been a lot of balls hitting nothing but iron and clanking back out.
Isaiah Payne cross-court pass to Bibbs. Bibbs going back to Love on the perimeter. Shot is up.
Another big one from the big fella.
Isaiah Payne had excellent contributions off the bench tonight. And how about Isaiah Payne?
Yeah, you don't usually think of the big guys that can actually shoot the ball from distance, but Northwest, they got a couple big guys who can shoot the ball deep.
8 points off the bench, 2 3-pointers and a mid-range jump shot. And that's one of the biggest differences in this game.
That was a pretty stroke too. That was nothing but net.
A 43-26 lead now as the lead has elevated.
Nice defense by Collins.
Ball is up.
Stand straight up and take a charge.
And that was Parson. And now both teams are in the bonus as we come within just over 4 minutes until the finish of this game. And Shane Parson and Collins have really tried to keep this team in the game offensively, but just not enough scoring from the rest of the team.
Yeah, I mean, you see it all the time in the NBA. You have guys like LeBron James and Kevin Durant. They can take over a game by themselves, but in the high school level, you need contributions from all 5 guys on the floor.
I wonder if LeBron James would come to a game. I wonder if we could get LeBron James to come to a junior varsity and varsity game.
Oh, my guess would be probably not, since he's probably busy playing right now, but funny story about that. My high school, I went to Roger Bacon High School. My freshman year, we played his St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish in football. He was at that game up in Akron, and he saw them absolutely destroy us. We did make the playoffs that year, but they were a very good team up there at Akron St. Vincent St. Mary that year.
And not many people know that LeBron James was actually one of the best wide receivers coming out of high school.
He probably could have gone either college, if not NFL.
He would have, and that's why he was a special talent. But anyway, 43-27 lead for Northwest. That's Watts with the rebound. Bodies all over the place, and that's a jump ball. Just over 4 minutes left to go in this game. Northwest just hanging on to the lead now. Julius Gates gets over to Bibbs. Isaiah Payne back over to Diego Yoon. Yoon driving it over to Payne and gets fouled.
Yeah, and you're into that time of the game where you're going to start seeing a lot of stoppages with fouls and free throws coming up. So it's 3:47 to go in the game, but it's probably going to take about another 10, 15 minutes because this is the time of the game where you start getting a lot of stoppages.
Yeah, our producer telling us in our ear, in our dreams, we'll start at 7:30 for the varsity game. Oh, and a travel by Parsons coming up the court.
Yeah, I think he knew it as soon as he did it because you could tell by the look on his face. As soon as he took that other step, he knew he did it.
The biggest kryptonite, Shane, ironically enough, for the Aiken Falcons might be traveling. This is about the 6th or 7th time they've been called for traveling in this game.
Yeah, looking at the replay there, it looks like Parson was caught between passing and dribbling there, and he ended up just holding the ball.
And speaking of LeBron James, so one of our cameramen talking about LeBron James walking up the ball up the court, and the referee's just letting it go.
Yeah, you know, it's the NBA.
6 or 7 steps doesn't matter. It's okay. Bryce Bibbs coming through with the layup, but doesn't get it to fall. And that ball again turned over by Aiken. Have some substitutions coming in. Dubose and Meacham coming in.
Man, you just got to finish that one.
And we have a Aiken player leaving the floor. Couldn't see who that was. Ran off with his jersey. And it looks like Aiken is double teaming the ball, looking to try to force a turnover.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you almost have to just to make something happen.
Diego Yoon with the miss. And for the first time in the game, we've seen Cameron Parton, the young guard, number 13, there he is, for the first time in the game, and this is big, Shane, getting some young guys some playing time.
Yeah, that's a good thing when you have these JV games. A lot of times you have coaches that they want to get everybody involved. I mean, I've played JV. The couple sports I played varsity and JV. I mean, that's the point of JV, see what you got coming up the pipe.
The young sophomore and his teammates are loving it, getting some playing time and knocking down his first free throw.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point of JV. I mean, records, I mean, they matter to the players, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, there's not really like a JV tournament or state champion for JV. So, I mean, the point is to see what you got coming up to varsity in the next year or two.
Parton doing a lot of moving. But he knocks down both free throws and looks very good doing it. Aiken has 10 fouls on the night. But that aggressive defense comes with a lot of foul calls. 18-point lead. That ball's thrown up, not even close to the rim. Cameron Parton had it, but lost it.
Aiken does a nice job of awareness there to get that ball right back. He nails it.
Throws up a three and hits nothing but net. Lead cut down to 15, but what an excellent jump shot this was. Deep, Shane.
Yeah, and that was Meacham hit that one.
Tickles the twine. 45-30 lead. Now timeout taken. Is it too little too late with 2:18 left to go in this game?
I mean, nothing's impossible. It's a 15-point game, but they still had 2:18. That's a lot of time for basketball, but if you're Aiken, if you want to get back in this game, you got to get some stops and you got to get a lot of points, and you got to do that real quick.
We'll see if Aiken continues to play the free throw game and see if Northwest can hit some free throws or they double team the man with the ball. Interested to see how Aiken plays the rest of this game out.
I would anticipate they're going to be very aggressive on defense because they've got to start getting some turnovers right now.
Referees calling the play players back out onto the court. We have a player on the court with a mask on his face.
Yeah, that's Watts. He's had that on the whole game.
That's Watts.
I would imagine it'd be a little hard to play basketball with a mask on. The amount of oxygen you need to get in running up and down the court. But I mean, the young man's got his health in mind, so you can't fault him for that.
Julius Gates has the ball. Now Cameron Parton has the ball. Isaiah Payne back to Diego Yoon.
Northwest playing the old kill the clock mode here.
And Aiken, they are not playing aggressive. Parton with a three. That was way
Too
off.
much on that. Nice little behind the back dribble there.
Meacham showing off his skills.
And he
Puts
got
up
it to
and
fall.
gets it to go.
Yeah, Meacham with a fancy little dribble behind the back there to get loose.
And this game may be set in stone, but Shane, how about Meacham
Yeah,
this
look at
passing
that.
drive, showing his ball handling ability.
Yeah.
5 straight points for the young Aiken Falcon, looking to make it 6 with this 3-point play.
Yeah. The score may be out of reach, but don't tell Meacham that. He's still going hard. You love to see it when the young guys are still playing hard to the final buzzer.
That three-point play is no good as he hits the back of the rim with the free throw. Now also for the first time, Andon Felix is in the game for JV.
Another strip by the Falcons.
Turns the ball over.
More behind the back dribble.
And that ball is good.
Aiken's not quitting. They're trying to chip away at it.
A quick 7-0 run for the Falcons, but they are still down 11 points.
And you have to believe that fatigue may be becoming a factor for the Falcons because a lot of these guys have been in the game the majority of the time.
Andon Felix in for the first time, the young freshman. Bryce Bibbs takes the ball up and gets fouled. And Shane, I'm surprised they didn't foul earlier in that possession after a quick 7-0 run.
Yeah, you don't want to think of a game being out of reach, but you almost wonder, is that the mindset? Is that we're down 11, fouling at this point is just going to make the lead bigger?
Bryce Bibbs' first free throw is no good. .3 seconds left to go here in this junior varsity matchup between Northwest and Aiken. And the second free throw is off. And now a basket here could bring it to single digits after Northwest not able to capitalize on some free throws.
Yeah, Aiken's going to push it up here. So let's see if they go and they're going to attack it right away.
Aiken's got to go quick here. Aiken's wasting a lot of time. Three is up. That's no good. Fighting for the ball.
Looks like a jump ball here. Yep.
That's Yoon, Watts, and Dogan all fighting for the possession of the basketball, but it will stay with Aiken. 28.6 left to go in the game.
And the travel bug strikes again.
And that is a turnover for Aiken. The story of the night for the young Falcons.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that that's been the way this game has gone for Aiken, but and you know it's still early in the season. They got a lot of hitting the basket
Bibbs
there.
looked for a pass, but hit the bottom of the rim.
Nice save by Meacham.
Tries to get the pass over to Meacham, but that pass is wild as well.
Northwest just going to kill out the clock here. The coach is telling them just hold the ball.
And that is going to do it in this JV matchup between Northwest and Aiken. The Young Knights prevail in this game by a score of 45-34. We thank you so much for joining us. The varsity game will be taking place here in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching us, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. Safon Elvey and Shane Coleman and our producers signing off. Thank you for watching.